You are watching 2+U Nevada, and I am so excited to have Jenny Angus here with Urban Roots. Jenny, we absolutely love your program. You're the Executive Director of Development for Urban Roots.
Yes.
And I hate to use the word just or only,
Yes.
but admittedly, I thought Urban Roots was only a community farm, and you are so much more than that. Tell us about the programs at Urban Roots.
Yeah, so Urban Roots operates an urban teaching farm. Thanks to our friends over at Renown Health, it's actually their land, and that's where we do most of our programming is on site there. And historically, Urban Roots has been known to provide children's programming. So I'll bump into friends in the community and they're like, oh, you do that camp. And yes, we do camps that coincide with Washoe County School District break, but we also offer a homeschool enrichment program. We have field trips at the urban teaching farm and field trips for all ages, which is really fun. We do a parent-child preschool program, which is very fun. And we do school gardens. And really during the pandemic, the community came to us and said, please expand your reach. And so we listened to them. And in January of 2023, we launched new programming, Dead Plant Society. It's our Gardening 101 series for friends that are convinced that they are doomed with a black thumb. You are not doomed with a black thumb. You can grow things in the high desert, which is amazing. We also launched a cooking workshop series. We started with what's called our Little Chefs. And now we also have the Big Red Kitchen. That's for our adults that want to come and harvest things at the teaching farm and then get their hands dirty in the kitchen, which is super fun. And then we took what was our school garden program and we put it under what's called our Gardening for All. And so now we offer garden builds and a year-long journey with recipients on how to grow things in the high desert. So we build gardens for individuals at their homes, which is really, really beautiful.
That is huge.
Teaching them how to grow their own food is amazing. And then we also do gardens for fellow nonprofits, obviously still our school gardens. We would love to eventually take this to the workplace and have this as an employee wellness incentive. But we're at capacity right now with just those first 3, which is really wonderful. So that's us in a teeny tiny nutshell. We have some really wonderful collaborations with Renown. We partner with them for the food pantry. So our educators go and we work inside the food pantry. We help stock and distribute the food. And once a month, our team is actually doing food demonstrations. So if it smells good, clients are more likely to taste it. If it tastes good, then they're excited and our educators can shop with them and get those foods and incorporate some fresh produce that's either donated from our teaching farm or actually the Food Bank of Northern Nevada. Another really beautiful community partnership I'd love to highlight is our partnership with Hope Springs. So our educators go out to Hope Springs twice a week. Once a week, we're doing garden education with them. And then once a week, we're actually going in their kitchen and we're cooking a meal together. And it really is this sense of community. So my most favorite part is through these other programs like Gardening for All or our partnerships with Hope Springs and the Food Pantry, these community members also come to Urban Roots events. And so Urban Roots has become this really beautiful food hub and community hub. So it is a teaching farm and we're doing some fun things, but we're just utilizing the garden in a different capacity.
I love it. And we're halfway through our time, so I want to delve a little bit deeper into some of the things that you just mentioned. So first and foremost, the kids' education is awesome. Both my kids did a field trip to Urban Roots and they came home and they were like, oh my gosh, we ate flowers. You know, you can eat flowers. And then thereafter, to hear that you also help go to someone's home and teach them how to create a garden. I think that is such important information when we see the cost of food right now.
Totally.
I want to have a garden.
Yes.
And I am convinced I have one of those black thumbs.
You don't, we can help you.
And to be able to teach, then that just keeps that generational information going.
Absolutely.
And then you had also mentioned to Sophia and me that, you know, when it comes to food pantries, a lot of people were walking by the fresh produce and walking by the vegetables because they didn't know how to cook it or how cool they could taste. And so you have that education component. Talk about that.
Totally. Thanks for bringing that up. So when we first started growing things at the Urban Teaching Farm on 2nd Street, this is our second location, we have, thanks to amazing friends over at Renown, 3 beautiful high tunnels that are professional grade. So we can grow a ton of food. And again, I always want to reiterate, like, we're educators first, farmers and chefs second. And so we used to donate excess produce to multiple food pantries in our area. Right now, we strictly do the Second Street Food Pantry. I mean, it's right down the road from us, which is really beautiful. But we did see patient after patient. One morning, we harvested a bunch of Swiss chard and carrots with tops, and we tracked the food. We went to a food pantry, and we saw patient after patient, like, grab their canned food and see, and there's great nutrients in canned food as well, but they would see carrots with tops or this rainbow chard, and they had no idea what to do with it. And so it was a gap in education within our community, and that's when we launched our campaign for a teaching kitchen. So we now have a teaching kitchen on site, and it's really bridging that gap of seed to table. So we evaluate all of our programming, and the first summer that we had an actual kitchen on site, the evaluations and testimonials from the parents just were so absolutely amazing. Parents saying, my kids are asking for new fruits and vegetables at school, at the grocery store, and then they would actually ask us for the recipes. So every week when kids come to farm camp, they're getting different recipes. So every single day, kids at farm camp are harvesting the food, they're going in the kitchen, they're making something nutritious and delicious, which is really fun. And it really is it's a matter of empowering individuals. You don't have to know how to do it perfectly, but are you willing to try something a little bit differently? And something I also appreciate about our programming, so it is very holistic. Think about a lot of Venn diagrams, a lot of overlapping. So we have a kiddo come out for a field trip, and they have so much fun. And then the mom's like, what's this Dead Plant Society? So maybe you come to some of our Gardening 101 workshops, and now you're like, all right, I'm applying for Gardening for All. I need you to help me build a garden at my home so we can go and we can build a garden with you at your home.
So
it's
if
just very
somebody
holistic.
at home wants to sign up for any or learn about any of these programs, where do they go? How do they contact you?
urbanrootsenv.org. That's our website. You can learn about all of our programming. We're in the process of updating it right now, but we're very excited. All of our spring programming is already open, so you can already go ahead and register for that as well.
That's good tips. All right, Jenny, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
You're watching 2 Plus U Nevada.